We're back again for another video on Conquest. This time we're going to talk about Sector 2. So Sector 2 has the feats of win 10 battles with no supports in your squad, win 10 battles with 5 attackers, grant at least 100 buffs to allies, win 14 battles with Night Sisters, defeat 40 units with Rebel Fighters, and attempt to inflict blind 40 times. We have a General Grievous mini-boss, which, as for all sectors, requires us to win with a light side squad, a dark side squad, and an underside squad. We have a sector boss of Mother Talzin Night Sisters, which does include a zombie, very nice of CG, which requires us to heal at least 300 points of health, score at least 20 crits in a row, and win without losing any units. So for the no supports, all attackers, inflict blind and gain buffs, we have a core of 3 units, CLS, Han, and 3PO plus Chewie. We can then either, now this is a little redundant as we no longer need a dark side attacker, so we would either use Chewbacca and any attacker. That could very well be Cat, which would help for your kill units with unaligned force users global feats. Or we can use Maul and Savage Press to work towards our win with Maul and Savage Press feats. I wouldn't recommend using Maul and Savage if you're going below 80% stamina, as CLS, Han plus 2PO are going to struggle to carry the whole load unless you have very good discs. The core of the mechanics here is that Han's second special is going to give 2 buffs to every member of the team, and 2PO's first special is going to apply blind to everyone on the opponent's team, while also giving Rebels advantage. So you're getting a lot of buffs out of these 2 skills while also working towards your blind feat. Night Sisters, obviously, we really have a core of Talzin, Sarge, Daka Zombie, then whoever your best geared fifth is. There's not much between the 2. Spirit's a better character, more people are likely to have Spirit geared, but if they're both the same gear, Acolyte's fine, because Acolyte can give herself stealth on her basics, so that's okay. Then we have Striking Back. Rebel Fighters are pretty underwhelming. There is a reasonable argument for skipping the Rebel Fighters feat, but there's a few avenues of progress here. Momo is obviously your core leader. I've seen people have decent success if they use POW, even at gear 12 in the team. Cassian K2 is good, or you could use POW, Cassian with 2PO and then any other fifth, and that can do quite well as long as you're not sniping the kills with 2PO. The other option is having one decent Rebel fighter, maybe like a Wedge, and doing something similar to what we did in Sector 1 with having the core support trio of Watt, C3PO, and Hoda, with someone like essentially any tank, but Jedi Master Luke's decent, but any tank to take the tank tech and then just grind out the kills with Wedge. I'm not sure, I haven't tested this out myself, but I could see that being successful. For our mini boss, we have a couple of options. I've listed 2 very powerful Galactic Legend Jedi teams here, but I think that if you have the stamina up, you could use your CLS Han, Chewie, 2PO, and Cat here. If you need to use C3PO, fine, but you're not going to double dip on the all attackers, no support feat, but that could work. If your Night Sisters are good enough, could be worth taking a shot to beat this Grievous with just Night Sisters. If not, something like SLKR can work, or probably an Empire team could work here too, but could be a bit tricky with General Grievous and his turn meter gains. If you want to undersize, SLKR and Kenobi, both very, very powerful options for cruising through that. For the main boss, we have Mother Talzin, where you need to win without losing a unit, score 20 crits in a row, and recover 300,000 health. CLS, very, very good for the critical feat. I think the Bad Batch also very good for the critical feat and potentially the health recovery. Kenobi is going to get you the win without losing, that's for sure. Same for JML, but I don't know how well they are both going to do on the crits feat. I don't think they're going to take enough consecutive turns. Imperial Troopers is another great option here, especially if you have a super fast Gideon and Piet. But it's worth noting that you're going to struggle to get, well, you're just not going to get the going critical feat if you use Dark Trooper, because he's just not going to crit, not reliably enough. So you would need to take a different fifth into that team. Maybe like a Death Trooper would be good, or a Range Trooper, because Range Trooper is going to fuel more attacks. So that could very much work here as well. If you happen to get the going critical flawless victory feats done and you're just looking for the recovery expert feat, it's worth noting that a Ray team with Watt, Hoda, and then a couple of other supports is very likely going to just walk through this quite easily. So if we look at the breakdown for the sector, you should be able to get the 4 feats listed here: unsupportive, best defense, super support, and blinding assault done with the same team. So that's going to require us to do 10 attacks in total. It's going to be 14 attacks for Night Sisters, as we're hard locked into that. And realistically, we are going to be looking at 8 battles for striking back, as it's unlikely that we're going to be able to grind out the Night Sister boss, which has a zombie, with just our Momo team. If you have a good Rebel Fighter team, that's plausible, but I think you're more likely looking at the 8 for this. And then I think we're looking at, we can probably knock off the for the light feat here while doing the unsupportive, and plausibly a touch of darkness while doing the Night Sisters. So we can possibly only need one extra battle here for the mini boss. And while I've put this down as a 1 for being able to hit all of the feats for the end boss, it is plausible, but I think it's more likely that this is going to be a 2. So we're really looking somewhere in the ballpark of 28 to 35 battles to get this done. So our strategy for this sector, I still think as Sector 1, we should speed through with powerful teams. Note that CLS certainly does count as a powerful team for this. We're not talking about just GLs, but powerful teams that are not going to have any problems clearing. They don't have to get 3 stars, but they've got to, you want to kill every node and be able to make some feat progression. We want to get access to more data disks here, and probably start building up ourselves a strategy. So as we finish this sector, we're going to see 40%-ish of all of the data disks we're going to see. So we should have a rough idea where the data disks are leading us in terms of our strategy. We want to complete the boss feats with the teams we've discussed above. We want to complete all the feats we can related to CLS. Get ourselves into Sector 3 as soon as possible, and seriously avoid Jawas. They are evil little hooded sods. So hopefully this breakdown of Sector 3 was helpful to you. If it was, please like, comment, subscribe, as those things really help the channel. If you know anyone that would benefit from also watching this video or seeing the slides contained in it, feel free to share this with them, share it with your guilds, alliances, and arena shards. You can join my Discord server. There's a link in the description where we have all of the raw slides there. We talk more about Conquest as well as other game modes like GA, TW, Arena, modding, all the counters to all the teams, everything like that. And we're trying to build a community there that's a good knowledge base for everyone. Also, I'm going to be streaming more on Twitch. The link to my Twitch channel is going to be in the description too. If you want to check me out there also, that's great. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the video, and see you again for Sector 3. Bye for now.